In this Throne and Liberty video, we're going over the best and quickest ways to get blue items as early as possible. This will work for all items, so for your weapons, armor and your accessories. The best and quickest methods for blue gear are your lithograph book and level 20 co-op dungeons. First, to access the lithograph book, hit your main menu key and then click the lithograph book. The first two things you're gonna want to do is to click the uncommon item gear filter and then look at the reward list. The two items at the end are the rewards that you will get after completing that lithograph item row. Find the blue item you want from the rewards. Your weapons are towards the middle of the scroll bar and armor and accessories are just below them. Once you've chosen an item, to the left side of your reward, you will see all the items you need to acquire to complete the lithograph and claim your blue rewards. All the required items can be crafted by shop crafters, and this is the quickest way to complete the lithograph. So if you chose a blue weapon item, go to a weapon crafter. For armor, you have armor crafters, and finally you have the accessory crafters. The crafting item you most likely don't have is the crafting lithograph for that item type. The best way to obtain these is by contracts and the contract coin merchant. You can also obtain it through story progression. One example is midway through chapter 1 quests. For your contracts, go to a contract manager and look for this icon in the contracts reward. To help with this, every time you accept one contract, you can refresh the contracts for new contract rewards. Do this until you find a lithograph one, then accept and complete it for the rewards. For contract coins, once you have 50 or more contract coins, you can also buy them from a contract coin merchant. For all other crafting materials required, check an item crafting guide or materials guide, or click on an item and then click on the info icon here. After you have all the materials needed, double check the item names required for the lithograph. I would recommend doing this one by one, or write them down and craft them all at once, as you do not want to craft the wrong item. You also have the option to receive the required lithograph items as a mob drop. Here, just click on each item and it will show you the mob level and their locations. Check their spawn conditions by clicking this icon. If you see nothing like shown here, then you're good to go. Also, if there's only 1 or 2 mobs spawning at a time, it may be very time consuming to do this, and so you're better off just crafting that item. A red level also means it's an enhanced mob, which means you'll have to wait a while for it to spawn again. Drop rates can be anywhere from 1 in 20 or 1 in 50. It really depends on your luck and how quickly you can defeat the mobs. Quick side note, is very time consuming to defeat mobs for the green lithograph rewards, but you can if you want to. Lastly, you can redo the lithograph once you've completed it to obtain the rewards once again. One easy access tip is, instead of scrolling down the lithograph every time, you can just type the item in the search bar or favorite the lithograph. Finally, for your level 22 co-op dungeon, all you're doing is completing the entire dungeon until you defeat the final boss room and then open the chest. These dungeons are tough, so if struggling, you should definitely go to the lithograph method or check a full guide for level 20 co-op dungeons.